loan officers, at the conclusion of the show, go to MortgageShopTalk.com. That is MortgageShopTalk.com. We right now, me and my team, have a dedicated video chat for me and you. So maybe you want to talk about great products that might be out there that you know of, or maybe you're looking for some, or maybe you're looking for a realtor team in a certain area. Maybe you're trying to find a mortgage company who's not laying people off. Maybe you're looking broker, maybe you're looking banker, or maybe you just want to chat it up. Listen, if you're thinking about making moves or you have things that you want to get off your chest, just go to MortgageShopTalk.com after the show and let me and you have a conversation. Now on with the show. So do you ever get sick like with the flu or COVID or something like that, and you just wonder how deep it's going to go before you start to get better? The thing is, you never know when you're going to be your most sick until it's over, and then you go back and say, yeah, that was a pretty bad day. Well, professionally, I'm starting to wonder if this is where we're at. Are we at the lowest point, or is this just an indicator of things to come? Because did you hear this? That the Federal freaking Reserve put out a press release to invite the public on an advanced notice of proposed rulemaking to enhance regulators' ability to resolve large banks in an orderly way should they fail. This is pretty bad. It's bad all the way around. I mean, we're looking to them, the Fed Reserve, for answers, and they're at the same time looking to us for answers when it comes to failed large banking institutions.
Past Jackson Hole conferences, I have discussed broad topics, such as the ever-changing structure of the economy, of conducting monetary policy under high uncertainty. Today, my remarks will be shorter. My focus now.
The question I have is, what is your plan for resolving large bank foreclosures in the event that they fail? Because I'm still working through my thoughts on this one personally. Public comment on our thoughts on how to unwind Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan Chase when the average public doesn't even have enough money in their pocket to account to change the tires on the car in the event that they would need those.
Don't be sore at the banks. Hell, we fired our CEO and he barely got out with $50 million.
That poor man, is he okay?
And we have to figure out how to unwind Goldman Sachs? I mean, I can't imagine how this could possibly go wrong. And if you don't believe me, from the Fed press release, Joanna?
Vice Chair for Supervision Michael S. Barr at the Fed says, as the banking system changes, policymakers must continuously evaluate whether resolution-related standards and prudential standards for large banks keep pace. That is why we welcome comment on an advance notice of proposed rulemaking on resolution-based standards and are evaluating whether capital requirements for large banks, including global systematically important banks, as well as other elements of prudential framework, should be updated.
So, plebeians out there, all of us, including myself, let's dust off and brush up on our resolution-related and prudential standards and share our thoughts with the Federal Reserve. Let them have it, guys, gals. Both barrels right between the eyes. But on to more cheery news.
If you or your clients have investment properties,
or if you're just piling up stacks and racks being a straight-up slumlord cash-printing machine,
you might want to reach out to a company called RealPage who uses a proprietary software called YieldStar. Now, YieldStar employs an algorithm that optimizes rent prices. Among other things, the company says YieldStar lets property managers price each unit daily by reviewing all property market and concession data to set the best rent to help stabilize occupancy and maintain profitability. YieldStar states that they can help you outperform the market 3 to 7%.
Or to put it another way, maybe, they can make sure your tenants are paying 3 to 7 more than what the market will actually bear. YieldStar has the ability to get your clients right up to the point of eviction, but doesn't cross it. Now, this sounds like a great company to me. What do you think, Joanna?
Well, this little piece here is fascinating. The end result of the situation, if using YieldStar, according to a RealPage report, is that the historical practice of negotiating for rent has been upended. Managers are sometimes even encouraged to leave units empty. And some experts wonder if RealPage has birthed a new kind of cartel that allows the nation's largest landlords to indirectly coordinate pricing, potentially in violation of federal law.
I say this is great news, and who cares, Joanna, if we leave units empty or, kick people out, especially right around now during the holiday season? That is, if my landlord could make an additional 7% that was promised to him from these fellas. And sure, it's a cartel, but isn't that the American way? Think Gettys, Stanfords, Carnegies, Vanderbilts, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and Fords of the 1920s. Those names have just been replaced by tech companies like Paul Allen, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuck, Sergey Brin, and Steve Jobs. They're just the barons of the 30s by another name. So, do tech cartels and monopolies today surprise me? About as much as railroads, steel mills, and assembly lines of the 20s and 30s did back then. I hope this helps.